नाशत्वात्म संजोगो धारी जीवितम नित्यग्श्वानुबंध सुपर्या योरा कुरुच्यते. Today we start our discussions with this slok from Ayurveda, and this slok is very wonderful. You will not find such a nice thing maybe in the future. Okay. And this says that what is Ayu? How the name Ayurveda came in? Ayurveda. The science, Veda is a science, or the wisdom, or the knowledge, whatever you want to call it. The knowledge which talks about Ayu. What Ayu is. We now start thinking that Ayu is age, but Ayu means life. Okay. So, the study of life is called Ayurveda. And what is life? Life is that I have got a body. Yes, true. But even when there is no life, you have also got a body. When you are dead, body is still there. And when you are alive, body is there. So how life becomes life? That is a very, very important thing what we are going to discuss about today. And Ayurveda says, life is combination. It says, it is a combination. And combination of what? Number one, a physical body. Number two, sense organs. From where we receive our emotions. If you do not have sense organs, if you do not have ear, eyes, okay, there are 10 indriyas, 5 jnanendriya and 5 karmendriya. So if you do not have them, you will not be able to have the emotions. So our body consists of sarira, the senses, and sattva, the mind, and atma, the soul. And four, if even one is missing, you will not have a complete life. And purpose of life itself is to attain the completeness. And therefore, unless all four of them are nicely and well developed, you are not going to have a complete life. To attain the complete life, you should have all the four well developed: body, the sarira, senses, the emotions, and sattva, the mind, soul, the atma. Okay. Now, in the modern terms, we started calling them quotient, because everything we want always that we should be able to measure it. And therefore we started measuring things. All those of you who must have studied little psychology, or not have studied psychology, but you have visited a psychologist, what the first thing they do, or if you go for a good job in a big company, in military, in administration, what they do, they try to find out your intelligent quotient. It's a very famous thing. It is called IQ. Okay. And along with that, we also try to find out your PQ, whether you have two hands or not, whether you have got two legs or not, fingers are intact or not, your chest is expanding or not. All these are the physical aspect of the body. So these two things are known to everyone, but other questions which we are missing and without whom it would be difficult for life to continue are called emotional quotient and spiritual quotient. Okay. So if you go on the importance wise, I think all the four of them are important. But left side of the body and the right side of the body, the whole right body holds the spiritual quotient. So half of your life is a spiritual quotient. You have got everything. You have got a very nice physique. And that very nice physique is not going to allow you to live your life completely unless you have emotions, unless you have intelligence, unless you are spiritual. Okay. And spirituality plays about half the role of happiness, of the bliss in our life. So these four quotients we have to understand carefully: physical quotient, emotional quotient, intellectual quotient, and spiritual quotient. So half and one third, one third, one third. Okay, that means 1/6 of is the importance of physical body, emotional body, and intellectual body, and half the importance always goes for the spiritual body. So that is how your life attains completeness. Now question arises that having been able to understand that four things are required to live life completely, but how do we develop them? Who will make us develop them? What will happen in our life that they get developed and we live a total complete life? So now let us talk about physical body. Here Ayurveda says very clearly, physical body can again be divided into three different parts. And first part is the body governed by kapha. Second part is the body governed by pitta. And third part is the body governed by vata. Now Ayurveda divides it very clearly that the body which governs kapha starts at 0. When you take the first breath, it starts and goes up till about 14 years of your age. So you must have seen children. They always has got their nose filled, most of the times. Not always, but most of the times. Not like their adult counterparts. Okay. Now, adults has got other problems. They have got pitta activated in their life. And the best life starts at 14 and goes up to 60. That is the pitta life. And kapha life, vata life starts at 60 and ends when we die. and Vata is all about Vayus, airs. So you see that our old people, they start getting problems with their joints, their knees, their ankles, their elbows, their fingers. Arthritis comes in. These are the diseases of our old age. So best life starts at 14 and ends at 60. Here you can do everything. Now how to take care of all these three parts of our physical body? That is very important, because if you have a nice, well-developed physical body, then only you can feel emotions nicely. Okay? So the first body which is related to kapha, body needs lot of massage. Okay, so to children, if you do not do anything, give them nice food and massage them nicely. They will be healthy and they will not have so much of nose running. Okay. In these days, I think massage is going out of fashion. And instead, we want to take the medicines. But the best care of your physical body from 0 to 14 years of age is massage.
True.
Second part of the body, which starts at 14 and ends at 60, the best cares is exercises. So all those who has been able to attain the age of 14, they must start doing regular exercises. And specifically, of course, if you ask me what exercise I shall do, I will always recommend yoga, because maybe I teach yoga. But not because I teach yoga, also because yoga is the most profitable thing for the human body, because it makes you flexible, it makes you look young, and it takes care of our body completely. And all those who doesn't want to do yoga, they can probably do other types of exercises like gym and all those things. But with yoga, with gym's exercise, what else is needed to have a healthy physical body?
Good food.
A nice lubrication. Okay? And for nice lubrication, you must still massage your body at least once in a week. Children were needing massage very regularly, maybe once in a day, but adults need the massage of the body once in a week. And of course, if you cannot massage, maybe you can bring those chairs which can massage your back. You can bring something. But the real nice massage is given by hands nicely. And another thing about the lubrication I would like to tell you, that your body before birth was given the complete nutrition. From where? From your navel chakra. My mother was connected to me by my navel. And my mouth was not working, my nose was not working, but my navel was working. And my navel was able to give me the complete nutrition to the body even when I was not alive. And therefore, navel of the body still is very important for ourselves. And at least once during the week, we must provide little nutrition to our navel during the massage or without the massage. We can apply some olive oil, some mustard oil, whatever suits you and whatever the climate you live in. According to that, you can apply little ghee, whatever is available to you, and this will, navel is the place where all the nerves are connected and where all the 10 vayus reside. These 10 vayus will be able to take this nutrition, whatever you have given to your navel, to almost every part of your body. So if you see that your lips are not moisturized, they are getting cracked. You see your heels are getting cracked. You see your skin is getting some marks when you do it like this. Then what you do? You moisturize your navel. This moisturization will be able to reach to all part of your body.
I do feel better since I do that. Yeah, it's true.
Yes. This is about taking care of your body in your adulthood, physical body. And third thing, what we need to do is elderly body. Elderly body, exercises are not very important. Of course, you must do some exercises, but not that you start doing 3 hours of yoga or something. Do small, nice exercises. Concentrate on breathing exercises more. And do little walk. Do simple things and take care of the body again by massages. In the old age also, massage plays a very important role, and your body shall be moisturized all the time. Again, you can take care of it by your navel. This is the taking care of our physical body. And please understand that if your physical body is strong, it is easier for you to do spiritual practices. It is easier for you to have a healthy mind. When you are hungry, body is not functioning properly, it is difficult to have even if your mind is working, it doesn't work in distress. So the first and foremost requirement and need of humanity is to take care of their physical body. And then comes the next quotient called emotional quotient. Now, how do we take care of emotional quotient? And what is the biggest problem in emotional quotient? Emotions are to feel. Okay? And the biggest difficult thing what you feel always is called fear. Fear of losing job. I don't know what is going to happen. My boss was not happy with me today, and maybe he will throw me out of the job. These are very natural comments from most of the working people. Business people have got different complaints. They also have complaints. They have different complaints. What? My payments are not coming. I have to pay salaries. This is to happen. And all these things, this fear, what this fear do to you? It brings in stress. And when stress comes in, many of the difficulties in our body starts. So number one, if you want to maintain your emotional body, learn how to do pranayama. And how pranayama is going to work in the emotions. Every time you breathe out, every time you exhale, exhaling is apan vayu. There are 5 main vayus and 5 subsidiary vayus. Okay. Main vayus are prana, pana, vyana, samana, udana. Subsidiary vayus I will not take up today because the topic will be somewhere else. And out of that, prana vayus gives energy in us. And what does apana vayu do? It takes away the sludge. Apana vayu is responsible for peeing, is responsible for going to toilet, is responsible for exhaling. So whatever sludge, whatever useless thing you have in yourself can always be removed by apana vayu. It's difficult to understand, but it is true, and if you try to go a little deeper, you will always be able to understand that apana vayu take out all the sludge from our body outwards. Now, what are these emotions which are disturbing you? They are nothing other than sludge. Anything what disturbs us is sludge.
Beautiful.
Okay. So now, every time you try to exhale, you put in your mind, my fear is going away. My stress is going away. Okay? And when they start going away, what is left is a pure emotional things. Okay, love is coming in, hatred is going out. Goodness coming in, adverse energy going out. Okay, strength coming in, fear is going out. So if we know how to use our pranayama, we will be able to take care of our emotional body. Okay. Third body, which is called, third quotient is called intelligent quotient, and every one of us know it. How can we develop it? We can develop it by practicing, by utilizing our brain. Okay. And here again, by learning from teachers, by practicing more and more, and by playing quiz also you can develop it. Okay. But mind starts developing the moment body comes in contact with soul. Okay. So if you have spiritual wisdom, then it will develop a lot. It will develop otherwise also. So mind can be developed by your mother. She teaches you something. Here gurus plays a role. Gurus starts playing a role. Mother, father, surroundings, school teachers, everyone help us to develop our mind. You read things, it will get developed. You watch things, you observe things. From all these things, your mind starts getting developed. And if you want to see again, since I said you, I always try to tell you about yogic things. Pratyahara, sankalpa, develops your mind a lot. Okay, so Conceptualization develops your mind a lot. If you have got great Sankalpa Shakti, great Sankalpa power, you will be able to get a nice brain, a nice intelligent quotient. Fourth, which is called your spiritual quotient, and which has 50% responsible for providing you happiness. And how the happiness is reached in your life. And how can spirituality help you getting happiness? So for this, there is a saying, Godhan Gajdhan Bajidhan और रतन धन खान जब आवे संतोष धन सब धन धूरी समान. And spirituality provides us contentment. Contentment is I have got 5,000 cows, not me, 2,000 buffaloes, 300 cars, beautiful houses everywhere in the world, but still desire for more is always present. So, and as long as desire for more is present, you cannot get happiness. Okay. So, and from where this desire for more gets diminished is from contentment.
True.
And it says, the thing what I said in Hindi, it says thousands of cows, elephants, horses, lot of currency. This everything if you have. And if you do not have contentment, friend, happiness is a million miles away from you. So, if you want to get the happiness, the bliss, contentment is also necessary. Okay? And another thing what spirituality teaches us, you start living in the present moment. Don't worry about the past.
Mm-hmm.
Do not stress about the future. Live in the present moment. And when all these four things, they work together in synchronization, then Ayurveda says, your Ayu is complete. Your Ayu is complete because Sharir, the physical body, the emotional body, the intellectual body, and the spiritual body are very well developed and they are working in synchronization. You have everything, but you also have contentment. You can feel, you can think, and you can work. You have physical strength too. And you have contentment. Okay, whatever I am, I shall be happy. And these four things are able to provide you what you need in your life. And if you get what you need in your life, that is what completeness is. I have attained everything. Nothing is more to be attained. That is what completeness of life is. And this is how it has been defined in Ayurveda. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing this very deep wisdom. It makes a lot of sense. It really shows life in its facets. and its full meaning. So we already have some questions, and I would start asking them.
Yeah.
There is a question, because you said it is helpful if we apply olive or mustard oil into our belly button. And the question is, you just put olive oil in your belly button, you massage it after a shower or before, for example?
Yeah, that's what I said, I think. And you must be thinking that it is a small thing. What can it do? When I'm spending hundreds of rupees, hundreds of dollars in medicines and they are not working to treat my lips, to treat my heels, what will this do? But moisturization is necessary. And from where? From where it can reach to the entire body is only from the navel. And you know that it has been reaching when we were in the womb of our mother, all the nutrition to every part of the body, when even body was being made, it was taking shape. Still nutrition from mother was reaching to me, to my whole body through this navel. We must know this and utilize it to the most in our life. Thank you.
Thank you. I feel then more energized in the morning. I have a little oil next to my bed, and I put it in the belly button before I go to sleep. And then I realized, since I did it, and since you told us to do it in the chakra workshop, I feel energized in the morning. I don't know how to describe it, but you feel different in your body, more alive or something.
Oh yes, you will always feel energized. Yes, because you know why we feel energized? Because nutrition of oil reaches to our entire body. Okay. Of course, eating also helps. I'm not saying that we have put a condition first that good diet, and along with that massage, along with that exercises are necessary to have a fit physical body. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think, if I remember right, you said in the solar plex, in the Manipura chakra workshop, that the Manipur chakra is connected to the element fire, and energy is present on planet Earth as fire. So probably if we apply oil, then fire comes in and gives us energy or something. Or is this not like that?
Jatharagini is the name of the energy which is present in your navel chakra inside, that burns, and whatever food you have eaten, it converts that into energy and sludge. Sludge goes away and energy. Then 10 petals are there in the navel chakra. Every petal has a vayu. Okay, and every petal is connected with some nerves, and they take you to the whole of the body. Whatever energy you get, energy is available to your entire body. So whatever energy you get, even from your olive oil, it's also available to you, to your entire body.
Thank you. Great explanation. So there is another question. Conclusion for emotional quotient. Pranayama is the answer, correct? Release the emotions through exhaling.
Oh yes, that is what I said. Not all the emotions. Emotions what you need. Those emotions which you need, you inhale them. Okay? And what you don't need, you exhale out. Apan Vayu is always helpful of taking out everything what we don't need. Carbon dioxide, we don't need. It goes away through Apan Vayu. The sludge, we don't need. You go in the morning with the help of Apan Vayu, it goes out. P, the wastewater we don't need. With the Apan Vayu, it goes out. So taking out is the responsibility of Apan Vayu. So whatever you want to take out from your system, hand over the responsibility of taking it out to Apan Vayu, and it will take it out. Okay, so you need truth. Inhale truth. Exhale lie. Inhale health. Exhale sickness. Okay. Inhale strength. Exhale fear.
Beautiful.
So whatever the emotions you don't need, those emotions we must hand over to Apan Vayu. Apan Vayu's work is to take it out and throw it out from us. And it is very good in doing its work. You don't need to doubt about it. It will be able to do the work and will be able to make sure that you are taken care of and you have nothing to worry about. Thank you.
Thank you. We have a connecting question here. So someone commented, I use inhale love, exhale gratitude. Do you want to say something about that?
Exhale gratitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Okay, there is another comment. So inhale what you need and exhale what you don't need. How would holding the breath play a role then?
Why? How will?
How would holding the breath within one of the pranayamas play a role then?
Yeah. Holding the breath means you are giving time for whatever you are taking out to get dissolved to you, because from the whole body, actually if you see, I would like to tell you about the lungs. Lungs, there is always 3 kilograms of air present.
3 kilograms.
Something, yeah, close to maybe 2.8, maybe 3.5 or whatever. Okay, so when you have breathed out completely, your lungs doesn't become empty. Your lungs still has got air. And now impurity is present in that air. So every breath you take in and take out, impurity goes away from it. Impurity becomes less. Again you breathe out, impurity became less. But by the time more impurities from the body came out. So if you are able to hold breath for a longer time, deep breath, then you are giving longer time for impurities to get dissolved with the Apan Vayu and they go away.
Beautiful.
So holding breath is giving time for energy to work and giving time for slush to get associated with the Apan Vayu to get out. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you so much. So then there is another question, many questions, I hope we can answer them all. Can you please explain Pratyahara for intellectual?
Pratyahara. Conceptualization, I said, Pratyahara plus conceptualization is intellectual things. And what is conceptualization? Conceptualization basically is the work of your mind, your imagination, your sankalpa. And sankalpa, suppose you have made a sankalpa that, okay, I'll go and meet this person. Then go and meet. Do not find the excuses. You have taken sankalpa that I'll fast today. Will not take water between 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Then do it. By all these things, your intelligence is going to increase. Mm-hmm. You have taken a sankalpa, I'll solve these mathematical equations. Solve it. Don't leave it in between. And when we do that, our mind starts developing. I think I also told you that mind develops by practice. Read something, solve the puzzle, solve the mathematical equations, learn physics, try to learn tantra, try to learn mantra, see thousands of yantras. With all these things, your mind develops. Okay, and of course, with the conceptualization, your mind develops a lot. Furthermore, if you want to calm it down, then you need meditation. Then you need meditation. For healthy, calm mind, you need meditation. For intellectual intelligence, you need conceptualization and sankalpa. Sankalpa is a very big thing for developing your mind. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, well, you know that my mother works with children, right? And she always says the same thing. Like nowadays, when children are small, they sit in front of the TV or in front of the video games, and she's like, no, they have to be creative. They have to make up stories in their mind. They have to play outside.
Yes.
That
Yes.
is how they'll become intelligent,
Intelligent,
creative,
yes.
smart.
True.
Okay, then there is another question. So, Ayurveda is a lot about prevention. What can you or what do you advise to someone who already got sick? For example, someone who got cancer already. What would you advise then?
Yeah, Ayurveda is basically for preventive measures. But there are, even if you've got cancer, if you can change your lifestyle, you can live more. Look, everyone has to die, whatever medicine you take, sooner or later. The question is, how can we delay our death and live our life happily? And yes, if you change your lifestyle, even in your cancer sickness, you are going to live longer and you are going to live happily. I can tell you, I know a doctor living in Chicago, and his mother was ailing from cancer. And there was possibility. I'm not taking credit for it. She has, of course, treated by modern medicines. But we suggested her to change the lifestyle. And by changing the lifestyle, they were saying, okay, one chemotherapy and she's going to die. And now 11 or 12 years, she's still, she's alive, she's good, she's nice. And I think if this same lifestyle goes on again, I think she will be able to live another 10 years. And she's already something like 78, 79. What else you need?
Beautiful.
So what I want to say, that death has to come. Okay. The only thing, by changing your lifestyle, you can live probably happily and you can live a little more time. And that is what any medicine can do to you, and that of course Ayurveda can also do to you. Thank you.
That's so beautiful. I even, sorry that I'm bringing so many personal stories, but I remember like we work for a nutritional brand, right? And usually when we go to fairs, I also met a lady there. And it was very interesting because she also had cancer and the doctors told her, you have only 2 months to live. There's nothing we can do. And she put everything on one card and she flew to India and she got Ayurvedic treatment and she only lived Ayurvedic and she was completely healed. And she said, I'll continue that. Or there are so many people who are sentenced to death by doctors and then they go vegan. They only eat vegan. And then they are healed because maybe they live natural or something, what you always teach us.
Yeah, maybe now or maybe 100 years later. So the idea is to enhance your lifespan to as much as possible. And that definitely Ayurveda does it.
Okay, I also have another question. You said that the spiritual quotient lives in our right hemisphere. Now, not hemisphere, the spiritual quotient.
Right brain, yeah.
No, okay, that's the question. Do you mean that the spiritual quotient is in the right brain, because this makes sense, or is it on the right body part, because the right body part is connected to the left hemisphere, whereas analytical thinking? So can you
Yeah.
clarify?
Yeah, right brain, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Good, thank you. And then only something else I wanted to share, because I thought it's very interesting that you said children between 0 and 14 years need a lot of massages because it's a kapha phase. And I remember in the psychological studies, you learn that how does the brain and the intelligent quotient develop. And we actually learned that if mothers take a lot of care of their babies and they touch them a lot and they massage them a lot, I don't know the English term, but basically they are nerve strings. And when you touch them, those nerve strings in the brain get stronger, and those children come out more intelligent. Like they can totally measure it. The children who got a lot of touches and massages, they become more intelligent, because this is just how our body works. Then the nerve systems become stronger and they grow more intelligent. So I thought this is really, really interesting.
Yeah, I think that is what I said, no?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, and I had
thank
the
you.
same in my but I had the same in my psychological degree, and of course in the Vedas they knew it thousands of years ago. I just thought it super interesting that it's totally matching with what I got taught in university. Yes, I think we had a lot of questions and a lot of answers then already today. So let me check. I think it's okay. So thank you very much for all your answers, for your beautiful speech today. And then we will see each other next time on Friday. And everyone who is interested to learn a little bit more about one of the goddesses in the Mahavidyas, you can stay on the channel and listen to another speech with German translation.
Thank you. Thank you so much.